Wheat U in Wichita, Kansas, August 5th, agronomist Dorivar Ruiz Diaz spoke to wheat producers about the importance of soil fertility and the top priorities when raising wheat. Diaz is Associate Professor of Soil Fertility and Nutrition Management in the Department of Agronomy at Kansas State University.
Yes, some of the things that we discussed today, probably some of the top priorities in soil fertility for wheat, obviously is nitrogen, is the main nutrient that is going to be one of the limiting factors. The second one obviously tends to be phosphorus for Kansas. And depending on where you are in the region, for example here in South Central Kansas, soil pH could be a limiting factor as well. So that's something definitely to watch. In some parts of the state we are seeing more and more sulfur issues also, sulfur deficiency showing up. So those are some nutrients and soil pH again that we should be paying attention to for wheat production.
Diaz says significant research has been done on micronutrients in recent years. Sulfur and chloride show significant benefits for wheat.
In terms of micronutrients, we have done significant research in recent years for wheat as well as other crops, and again, one of the main nutrients, secondary nutrients, sulfur, is the one that we're still seeing benefit, especially in soils that tends to be more sandy soils, but it can basically show up in any soil texture, especially in sloping areas, areas where we have erosion and low organic matter. Those are usually more sensitive to potentially sulfur deficiency. Other micronutrients that can be provide some benefit in Kansas is chloride for wheat, and that's something that we usually tend to see a significant response, especially in the central part of the state where we have conditions of rainfall and we don't have any history of chloride application. So those are going to be usually the main one in terms of secondary and micronutrients.
Diaz stresses the importance of doing soil tests to evaluate potential residual nitrogen from previous crops. Fields may already have enough nitrogen to cover the requirements of that crop.
Another thing is also that I think it's always important to remember that the value of soil tests for many of these nutrients for fertility management. And as grain prices perhaps is going down and we start to thinking about ways to cut some costs, I think we have to make sure and we always still do soil testing, because again that's going to be a key to basically improve the efficiency of the fertilizer input, and the return to the investment to soil testing is basically is quite significant.
More information about Wheat U, sponsored by High Plains Journal and Bear Crop Science, and to read the complete stories, go to www.wheatu.com.